Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the lands of Aecathan. No professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Jeff, your game master, and here's what happened last time. The four had breakfast in the forehome, and Emberheart informed Gwen about sneaking up on Zek and licking him in the middle of the night. Gwen then went to talk with Zek and explained how Emberheart was just playing a game with him. After a few minutes, Zek decided that he would try playing the game with the wolf, at least for now. After breakfast, the group contacted Sten, who told them that she would be ready to go, probably late in the afternoon. After discussing plans for the camp, the group decided that they needed to consult with Sten and Athgar about the style of the camp before they left to go out and inspect sites. Having time to themselves, they split up to each tackle individual errands. Tasha went back to the forehome to work on her latest song. Arabelle went to the Ruby Brooch to inquire about purchasing some diamonds for her spells and commissioning some pendants to be made for the four. That quest led her also to the Minotaur's Arms smithy to see about getting the pendant molded and poured before returning to the jeweler, because he was not able to work in Mithril. Zorith headed to the records room of the keep to investigate the history of the forehome, and inadvertently discovered some information about Zek's history as well. Gwen intercepted Zorith as she was leaving the keep and asked her help in taking Emberheart and Zek hunting in the Janos Wood. There, Zek found himself some new, at least new to him, kinds of mushrooms, and Emberheart secured himself a rabbit for lunch. Upon returning to the forehome, Arabelle and Tasha had already left for the Ivory's Wrath, and Gwen and Zorith headed there to meet them for lunch. And that is where we pick up at the Ivory's Wrath. So, Arabelle and Tasha, you are already there, having arrived roughly the same time. It's fairly busy.
Is there a booth?
Well, there's a table. Strangely enough, it's the table you usually sit at.
Then that's where we sit.
It's our table. Go ahead and sit down. So we have time for lunch, and then we have to go see Athgar, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was the songwriting, Tasha?
Well, I've got a good start on it. It's still a rough draft, but it's coming along.
Aloric wanders over.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Is it just the two of you, or are you anticipating the other two as well?
The other two should be along any time now.
Excellent. I'm guessing the usual. Tea, ale, and cider. Would that be a good guess?
I think that would be a good guess.
We are going to have lunch, so...
I'll be right back with the drinks.
Hopefully everyone else had a productive day. I got the diamonds. He had quite a bit in stock, so... Good there.
Good.
Need to add those to my inventory.
About this time, Zorith, Gwen, you would be arriving at the restaurant.
I scan the room and spot them at the usual and join them there.
Yep.
How was the hunting expedition?
I think it went as well as it could. Zek found some forest mushrooms. I'm not sure if that's what he needed, but he took 2 bags anyway. and Emberheart enjoyed the hunt.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did you find anything else,
Oh.
Art?
Yeah. And then I tell them all the things I found out, including about his quote-unquote pack with the merchant business that was the fence operation. 2 gnolls, 4 goblins, 14 kobolds. Does he even know that his pack threw him out? And maybe not know that they're dead? Like, I don't know. Do we want to talk to him about it? Or do we just want to kind of leave it as such?
It didn't sound, well, Gwen's the one who talked to him, but it didn't sound like he had much love for his pack, right?
He said that he implied he was used to being mistreated by them.
Old pack threw him out. Yeah. Okay.
And they had already kicked him out, right?
All of them were, all of the ones that were on the list were all executed. So somehow he was not. He was missed. So that was, I was wondering.
Didn't he tell Gwen he was kicked out of his pack?
He did.
So maybe he was kicked out
Before, yeah. Probably didn't want to steal from people because he's nice.
I don't know.
Kicked out pre-trial.
Aloric returns with the drinks. Are
Thank
you of a mind for anything in particular? We actually got a delivery of fresh produce, so we have a very nice salad, and Cook made a rather hearty soup.
That's fine for me. Yes, please.
Soup sounds good.
Soup and salad, please.
Soup and salad, please.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll just bring a very large bowl and a tureen of soup and some fresh bread, of course.
Perfect. Thank you, Lord. Be nice to get out of the city. We've been not doing much physical in a while.
Right. But then also, once we get out there, what are we going to encounter? It's just, one thing after another. Gosh darn it. Oh well.
Well, sounds good.
We were not destined for quiet lives.
No, we were not.
Not choosing this.
Mm-mm.
In a few minutes, Aloric comes back with a large tureen of soup and a large bowl of salad. Looks like several different kinds of greens, along with some kind of cheese, and looks like sliced pear. And a large basket of bread, along with butter and dressing. And if there's anything else that you'd like, just let me know. I'm hopping, but I'll get back to you as quickly as I can.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
So we are headed to see Athgar about the design, and then should be about ready to go. Do we need to stop at the house to pick up our supplies before we go?
What kind of things are our supplies that we're taking?
Just our normal adventuring gear.
Okay.
And Emberheart, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Gosh, and then... So what exactly... We're going out there to find a place where she can make this thing, but in order to make this thing, it's going to take a couple days, right? Is that my understanding?
She had said she could only cast the Wall of Stone spell a couple times a day, and so she'll probably need somewhere between 2 and 4 days, because she'll need to cast it and get the structure, and then there will be some work with the Stone Shape spell to do the door, and, you know, any venting that needs to be done, stairs, anything.
Should we ask her if we need to take somebody else with us? Like, that's...
Well, she's only requested you accompany her for the scouting mission.
Oh. Okay. All right.
She might want you to go with her when she actually does the build, but that hasn't been discussed yet.
Got it. Oh, so she's not going to do it all this week. She's just going to... Okay, I see.
It's a very rough schedule. Scout. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got it.
Sten is a very, very first things first mind.
Mm.
So once she has the location figured out, then she can start working out the rest of it and figuring out what she needs and how long she needs. And
Well, and then hopefully we'll make sure she takes guards with her, because we'll obviously not necessarily, whether or not we're here.
Right.
Yeah. And there are members of the Rykeliad who encompass most of the different classes. So there are spellcasters and priests and warriors and...
Do we know how far the Temple of Jagravana is?
No.
How far did we go out?
You mostly went west.
Well, when we went south to get Gwen, right?
Yeah, that was like maybe a mile and a half.
Oh.
But we think it's south?
Yes. The rough general idea that has been cobbled together over the years is that it is almost due south, but it is deep in the heart of the God's Wrath.
What is almost due south?
The Temple of Jagravana.
I think. Maybe due south. Okay. Well then, heck, I guess we eat.
Who is it that scries? Tasha?
Yes,
And
Tasha's.
Tasha's muted.
Yes, I can scry.
So do you have to, like, know who you're scrying on?
Yes.
You have to know a person or a location, yes.
So that was one of my things, was how can she know the location, scry on the location, if she doesn't know where she's going?
That would be a
Sten.
question for Sten.
Okay.
So
I
the
just work
location
there.
you've seen or that you know of?
Well, can't be seen because she's not left the city.
No, I'm talking about Tasha.
Oh.
Or just the regular scry.
Yeah.
So you have to know, be familiar with it. What is, or...
Yeah, it has to be a person or a location that you're familiar with.
Okay.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure. You can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location you have seen before as the target of this spell.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
yes, you have to have seen it before.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay, so it says first hand, second hand, or familiar. So you have heard of the target,
Yeah.
or you have met the target, or you know the target well.
Right. That's
That's the person though versus the place you have to have seen, I think is what.
Mm-hmm.
You can scry off of a likeness or a picture. A
That doesn't matter
possession,
for the place.
a possession or garment.
That was the only thing we were worried about or talking about was.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me look at it. What did you just say about the object though?
You can, your connection can be a likeness or a picture, a possession or a garment, or like a body part, or lock of hair, a bit of nail, or something like that.
But that's if you're targeting a person.
Right.
Did we end up looting or getting our hands on a set of those calandrel sticks?
No, they all
No.
blow up.
Okay, I thought for some reason we had managed.
No.
Okay.
Don't they have a... Yeah, no, they all blew up. Yeah. So... Okay, we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna head to Stan and Athgar.
Okay.
All right.
I give Aloric a hug and tell him, we'll be busy. Thanks for dinner or lunch, and
Of course. Well, good luck.
thank you.
Arriving at the keep for the second time today, third for some of you. This time, the guards just sort of nod and smile and open the doors.
We go in.
Okay. You know where the library that Athgar spends his time in studying is.
Yes.
So,
We head there.
okay. You find him and Sten seated across from each other, chatting. And he looks up as you walk in and smiles. Well, this was not the studying that I had planned, but welcome sight nonetheless.
Sorry to interrupt your studies. We had some questions before we left town.
So I'm hearing. How can I help?
Zori, would you like to explain?
What we wanted
Quite-
to ask him?
And I explain how it would be not stairs on the outside. And then how would they get down to, like, if it's going to be on the plateau, how would they be able to get down? And how did you find these places, Sten?
Oh, I sent riders and just had them go explore. Not probably the most efficient way, but it was the way that I knew how when I didn't have time to go do it myself. So
Great.
I
No
would
worries.
just periodically watch them, and one of them had the ability to send messages, and when she found places that she thought would work, she sent me messages and I looked. But I have reports from the 3 riders that I sent. I've seen probably like half the places they found, and I picked the 2 that sounded best to go look at
Excellent.
first.
Okay, great. No problem. Good. Good to know.
Well, then what kind of structure are you envisioning?
And I explained.
Hmm.
Like, do you want me to explain it again? I feel like everybody's like, please stop.
No, not at all.
No, I think you have good points, and you should describe them.
I meant like I did it already on stream. I didn't necessarily know that. But...
Perhaps a combination. What would you think of something like this? And he grabs a scrap of parchment and a charcoal pencil and just begins a rough sketch. And then looks at it and goes, "Oh, excuse me." Wads it up and tosses it away and grabs another one and tries again. Not much better, but I think you get the general idea. And he's drawn something that, again, has that sort of ziggurat feel, but it is actually like a square wall with turrets on the corners, and then a middle turret on 3 walls, and then like a gate to get in the 4th wall. But when the walkways of this wall end, that's where the walls begin. So, and he then looks at it and sketches in like crenellation along the outer wall, so it's still that sort of ziggurat style with the platform on the top, but it starts like 10 feet up.
Okay. So if you're looking north, the ziggurat starts where your thing stops and goes up, so you won't be able to see the people on the south, right?
What do you
I'm
mean?
sorry. It's okay, never mind. Like, so if you have...
Well, but there would be guards on the wall on the base all the way around the bottom of it, and the bottom of it is 10 feet up from the ground.
Like, if you do this, right? And this is their walkway, right? Oops, this is their walkway, and then you've got... And then this is looking out. I'm out. And then you're going to start your ziggurat right here. Then this person wouldn't be able to see the person on the opposite side.
Right, but that's why you have guards on all sides.
Oh, so you're going to constantly have 4 guards, okay.
At minimum.
Okay, perfect.
And
We have a lot of works.
Plus, you'll have someone up top who's able to see all directions.
Okay.
And Sten has grabbed a piece of parchment and a pen and an inkwell and is actually scribbling out, as she's looking at it, notes to herself.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably gonna require a little bit longer to do, and it's gonna be a lot more stone shaping.
Right, you might have to take somebody with you.
Oh.
If you
Yes.
take more people, it'll get done sooner.
One of the things I was going to suggest you begin to think about, Sten, is that if you are now the seneschal, you need an apprentice.
Right.
What? You want me to teach someone else? Well, yes, that's traditionally what the seneschal does, so that when you decide to retire, someone is ready to step in for you. Oh. Wow, this job just keeps getting better.
Right.
Think of it less as someone you need to teach and more as someone who can assist you.
When we were under Belinamard and we did all the water thing with the stone shape, right? So Bo can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could call and see if he could come out and help Sten.
Well, weren't he and Vines there helping keep watch on the orcs? If you're getting ready to bring them out, it would seem logical that one of them could come.
He might be able to help it go a little faster for Sten.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
quite possibly.
I don't recall. Does Bo share these particular magical abilities?
I think he used stone shape under the city, right? He made the hole through the cave to let the water
Or
in.
was that move dirt or whatever it's called?
Move earth. Oh, okay.
Tasha would remember. Do you know Jeff? Because Tasha would remember.
Jeff is looking.
Okay.
Where is Bob's character sheet?
Well, Bo can cast Transmute Rock to Mud,
Oh,
Yeah,
which is
that's
how
what I
they
thought
did
was.
it.
okay.
But
Transmute rock.
yes. Let me see if it's stuff that he has in his spellbook that maybe just isn't memorized. He does not know Wall of Stone.
Okay.
And then what's the other one? Stone shape.
Rock to mud to rock. Rock, something like that.
Yeah, he doesn't have that one either. So, Tasha, you're able to remember that you have not seen... You saw him do Transmute Rock to Mud. But you don't recall seeing him create walls of stone or shaping stone other than turning it to mud.
That's not good.
So he can't help. Okay.
Well, maybe she can find somebody.
I can hire somebody.
Yeah.
Should we contact the tower and see if they could recommend someone?
Well, there might be people here because, like, they brought people in to cast our teleportation circle, like
True.
4 people a day, so they might have
Right.
people.
True.
Do you know how those people were found?
I thought they were here.
Yeah, we have no idea because all of a sudden it was just like, here, we're going to do this. And then they did it. And we were like, oh, great, thanks.
Instead of it taking a year, it was like a shorter time.
Mm-hmm.
Athgar, you were here for that, right? Do you know where those folks were located?
I do not. That was Aralakis' doing. My father told him to take care of it. I don't know necessarily.
Well, Sten, were you here when that happened?
Yeah, I was one of them.
Oh,
At
thanks.
least for part of it. No, well, no problem. I mean, that's what Aralakis asked me to do. I know that there was someone that they hired from out of town, and then a couple members of the Rykeliad that can cast that spell. Do you know any druids?
Well,
I
vines.
mean, Vines. I didn't see that he had it, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Druids can learn it. I mean,
Oh, so
they,
you just have
they
to.
pray for their spells like the
Oh.
priests do, right?
Okay, then yeah, I just looked at his list, not what he could learn. So Vines could probably come help them.
That'd be cool.
It would be good to see him again.
It would be.
He's the one of the ones that got captured.
Yes.
Is he okay?
Yes,
Yes.
ish.
He's recovering. When last I saw him, he was doing quite well. If he is fully recovered, I don't know. But he was doing quite well.
We can ask him.
Okay.
Plus, having spent so much time with the orcs, he might have some ideas that would be helpful.
Oh, he's with the now?
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
I haven't thought about the fact that I actually maybe need to talk with them or see them or spend time with them. That's really scary.
Well, again, these are the ones that were given the chance to have their minds
Freed?
Yeah, freed from their pre-programmed mission of hate.
They were restored to their original minds, which appears much more like ours than we ever anticipated. In that...
And they don't like slavers.
No, they do not. Oh, well, that's good, I guess. I mean, that's something. In particular, there's... What was his name? The first one that we fully awakened.
The farmer.
Yes.
Steve Hold.
I don't know his name, but he was nice.
Hold, please.
I don't remember his name either.
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Tasha remembers and tells us what it is.
Yeah.
Does Tasha remember?
Of course.
She can't forget.
Less than a month ago, so it's just that Jeff doesn't remember yet.
I know, I'm working on it.
Tasha tells us, and we tell Stan.
Oh. Tell this to father.
I have to
Is death or brainwashing
scroll pretty far
better?
back.
Okay, hold on. We need to do long-term memory of orcs. Hold, please.
Everyone needs a Nikki.
Right?
Everyone does.
No. M-A-H-R.
Mar, yes.
Yeah. Bring orc to clan house.
Yes.
Can't believe I found it.
Nice job.
Nice.
Yes. A very interesting creature. Not at all what I expected. But during the during the Thwilnu brainwashing, he had become a farmer. And even once restored to his original mind, his first question was, would he be allowed to continue farming? Because he actually discovered something he liked. And being part of a small community on that farm, and being treated with respect. All of that made a difference. It gives me hope that someday, somehow, we might be able to free more of them, and, at the very least, deprive the dragons of their foot soldiers.
Yeah.
It would be beneficial for all.
Agreed. I just don't know how we would accomplish that.
They're on an island, right?
To
The
the best of
dragons
our
are.
knowledge, no. They're
That's
on
not-
another continent.
Oh, that's
Wait.
where they breed them.
What?
I thought
Who's
they were
on
on
another continent?
the
The
dragons.
dragons.
The chromatics and the orcs.
They're not on Thastaksoon?
No. Well, there may be some there, but that is not their homeland. Their
Okay.
homeland is another continent somewhere to the southeast.
Oh gosh.
Be interesting if I used my ability on all of the orcs there at once.
That is
Oh, wow.
that is why Fort Grimspine was created on the site of their first landing, because we believed that to be the closest point on the Aecathan continent to their continent across the ocean.
So the metallics were here, and the gem were in Western Aecathan.
Yes. And the chromatics were across the sea.
Southern Aecathan, we can call it.
I really don't know. I do not believe it is in any way attached to this landmass.
Oh.
So wild.
For now, we have the orcs we have. So.
Yes.
Right?
Something
We've got to
plenty.
figure out what to do with them first still, so.
All right, so we need to send a message. Well, I guess first thing we need to do is find the spot, and then we can reach out to Vines, because we need to figure out where we're going, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Dang it.
Sten, can you teleport?
Hold, please. Yes. Once. I can cast the circle a couple times too, but
Okay.
like full teleport, I can do that once a day.
But you'll be able to get out there to the spot when you're ready without having to travel back through.
Yes. Yes, that I yes. And I can take a few people with me. You know that.
Right.
Sorry.
And then you can circle back
Yes.
if you need to. Okay. Just making sure you had a way out there and back in a hurry if needed.
Yes. Usually what I do when I get out somewhere like that is the first thing I'll do is write the circle and just leave out the last rune. And so if I need to get out quick, I can just run and scribble the last rune and go.
Very smart. All right.
So,
We just-
I
Sorry, go ahead.
I will be ready to go in like an hour, if you want, or later.
Sounds good.
The first one is the one on the rock is probably about 3.5 hours if we ride straight there. So we can get there without magic if you don't mind traveling across the desert.
We don't mind.
Ride. Do you want to take the carpet?
We could.
Ooh,
Ride my seesaw. Sorry. Way to go, song.
I've always wanted to ride on one of those.
We have one.
I know.
We can do that.
I've seen you come into the city on it.
Oh.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. We need to go back and get a few things as well.
Okay, I can meet you at your house if you want.
Perfect.
That sounds good. Say an hour.
Okay.
Is that enough time?
Oh, it is. Can I? Yes, you are free to go get ready. I can study on my own. I'm quite used to that.
Don't get into too much trouble without all of us after.
Well, I
If
will
you-
bring you up to date on my end of things. I now have the beginnings of a merchant council.
Nice.
Both Wiggy and Aloric have agreed to loan me their expertise. And I'm considering something else, but Zoreth, you in particular, I wanted to see what you thought of the idea. I have Sten's assistance as Seneschal, but I need someone to oversee the keep and the other buildings owned, I guess, by me now. And I was wondering if you knew if Aloric was happy working as the only functioning employee of the Ivory's Wrath.
You know, your guess is as good as mine.
He owns it, though, right?
Yeah, he owns it. And
It-
Cook works there also.
Well, yes, but
And
I
didn't you
was-
just talk to him?
I did, and that was when I started to think. But I was wondering if he would be interested in being in charge of a somewhat larger estate.
I literally have no idea.
She can't speak for him.
Well, we have asked him before about going back to adventuring, and he has seemed very happy with, has told us he's happy with what he's doing.
And I understand I would not want to do anything to harm the Wrath. It's a favorite place of mine as well. But I also trust very few people.
Perhaps we could reach out to Tosk and my mother. They may know of people in Irma who might be skilled estate managers who they could recommend.
Perhaps. I would rather hire someone who is already known to the city and its inhabitants. I am aware enough of my fellow citizens' attitudes to know that bringing in what they would perceive of as outsiders for positions of perceived power will not endear me to them.
Perhaps you should ask Aloric who he could recommend. If you value his counsel, and he has lived here for quite some time, I'm sure he might know someone.
Or the manager at the Blue Spider, since that's an inner enclave establishment.
Yes. Again, for my own purposes, I would rather recruit from the outer enclave. Perhaps it's a mistake on my part, but my impulse is that someone from the outer enclave would be more fair and less impartial, or less partial, I should say. Those from the inner enclave bring with them a certain preconception about those in the outer enclave.
It's
Right.
true.
Right, hold on. Hold on, please.
We had hired Jerry Ann, but she has a job. I'm trying to think who. I mean, there's.
I'm going back to my baby free notes. Like Full Bar Jam Jar. He's from the Blue Spider. Where are my notes? I have one.
You and Sarah.
Right.
Their niece has her own restaurant.
Yeah. Right now, I just have the back page, one of 2 pages, and that is not. Oh, yeah, here's another page. Yeah. Okay. What are the people of the Clever Sprite currently doing? Do we know? They're still in dock, right?
You don't know. It's been a couple months since you've talked to the captain. Or her crew.
Yeah, we just got the message from them when we were under the ground in Belenamard. That's the last time we heard from
Oh,
them.
what was the
Right.
message when we were in Belenamard?
It was something to help us under the city, but I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, they sent us something.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was directed to you because they were having trouble getting magical missives through to the city. And so they sent them in close to do the sending, to give you information that would help you deal with the Thwilnu.
Mm-hmm.
What about one of the merchants? What's that one we've been to? The Bell's Ends? Adelard?
I don't know that one.
No, it's one of the general store type places that we've been to. Water Enclave? Oh.
Well, I suppose
like-
I will begin with Aloric.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And I think Master of Estates would be an accurate title.
Sure.
Is this a new title, or did someone do this for your father?
Oh, no. No, Father wouldn't allow anyone to do that.
So what is it that he would end up doing?
He would be the chief steward of the keep, and also responsible for the upkeep and maintenance of all the other properties in town that belong to the lordship. Essentially, he would do what you brought Tosk and Arabelle's mother in to do for the ceremonies. I will think on it.
I'm sure it will come to you.
All right. Well, don't let me keep you. I know you have
Should go
you have a
back.
mission. I wish you luck, and if you manage to run into something that would require my assistance,
We'll let you
I
know.
won't be there immediately, but I will be there quickly.
Okay, we'll definitely give you a call.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
I'm sure we will not necessarily need it, but just it's good to have luck on our side.
Sure, it'll be fine. What could go wrong?
It's the God's Wrath Desert. Don't ask that question.
That's,
Right.
I mean, scorpions, Jagravanans.
Really big scorpions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who knows what we'll find?
right. I don't know.
I would be more surprised if nothing found us.
Right? Oh,
Or we
gosh.
found nothing.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Well, let's go back to the house and get our gear together and wait for Sten.
Okay. So Sten goes off to get her stuff ready, and you head back to the forehome.
Mm-hmm.
Start getting our gear on.
Yeah, and I get the carpet out. We get the carpet out because I think I handed it off to somebody. And then I'm going to put it a foot above the ground. And I'm going to try to get Gwen to help Umberheart see that this is what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, here's an issue. With Sten on the carpet, that's 5.
I'm in a ride.
You're going to ride what?
I'm going to pull my steed.
Oh, so you're going to go across the ground and potentially...
No, it's
fly.
Pegasus now.
Oh, okay. Great.
I was thinking about that since we'd have so many of us.
Well, then that solves the problem.
Yep.
Well, what about the wolf?
I can leave him at home.
Or I can fly.
Can we only put 4 people on the?
No, you can put 5 on. You figured out how to seat 5.
So if I'm riding, then there's room for Emberheart.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just put him in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Emberheart kind of walks out and looks at the carpet, ducks his head, and you see like the carpet bulge as he sort of walks under it.
Mm-hmm,
You can see the
Confusion.
rise in the carpet from his rump as he goes through. And then he walks out the other side and just kind of pulls his head up and looks back over it, and Gwen looks at you like, what unnaturalness is this?
I'm so confused.
And I give the command for jump up.
Make an animal handling check for me.
He's like, I'm not sure I want to.
Dirty 30.
But he
I pat the top of the carpet and say, up.
and he jumps up, and it doesn't give, and he looks back at Gwen.
Yeah.
And I say, down.
And he
Like, lay down.
Oh, okay.
Lays down sort of across the middle, looking off the left side.
If we have a few moments before Sten arrives, I'm going to jot a quick note.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I take 10 minutes and cast Find Greater Steed, and Starbolt the Pegasus appears.
Woo.
And
It doesn't freak out Emberheart.
Emberheart leaps to his feet, head up, eyes wide open, ears straight up, kind of like, whoa,
And I
and goes,
stay.
I tell Starbolt in my head that this is Gwen's companion, Emberheart.
And I say out loud to Emberheart, pack. Pack.
In my head, I say she's not calling you a pack animal, I promise.
I should
Like
hope not.
Pack mule.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he's kind of sassy.
I should hate to have to buffet her with these wings.
No, he is a pack animal like wolf dogs, so that's how we explain to him who not to attack.
Oh, I see.
He's very sweet. He may try to lick you.
Once,
You have to be nice to him.
I do not.
Yes, you do. Please.
No, I will be firm.
You can't harm him. How's
Firm
that?
but fair.
Please don't
Sorry,
harm
I'm not
him.
part of that. I'm not part of that conversation.
Very well. But I will not be licked.
I will make sure she tells him. Hey, Gwen.
Yes.
Starbolt is not a fan of licking.
I look at Emberheart. I point at Starbolt and then indicate to him, no lick. No lick. It's so hard when you want to make friends. If not friend, why friend shaped?
Exactly. I was just thinking that.
Yep.
All right.
About 45
Gonna hang up.
minutes. 45 minutes after you all got back to the forehome, Sten walks up.
Some magic carpet and a Pegasus outside the house with a wolf on the magic carpet.
Wow. So, does the Pegasus pull the carpet?
No, the Pegasus carries me. This is Starbolt, my steed.
Oh, hi. Hi.
He understands you.
Oh. Well, okay then. Hi, you're really pretty. I know.
I do not share that. He appreciates you noticing.
Oh, okay. Good, I think. So, where do I sit?
Would you like to cuddle with Emberheart?
No, that's okay.
You might as well get to know him.
Probably in one of the back spaces so that Gwen and Zori will steer and Gwen will keep watch. Look out.
Okay. So then I guess I'm sitting with Tasha. Do you have a preference for which side?
No, just have a seat and I'll sit next to you. It's fine.
Oh, okay. And she walks over and kind of lowers her butt down on the carpet and, like, tentatively, like she's expecting to end up on the ground. And when she actually puts her weight on it and it doesn't move, she then sort of pivots and pulls her legs up and moves in away from the edges a little bit. This is weird.
You get used to it.
It looks all like it ripples when it's just sitting, but it's solid. And yeah,
It's
this
magic.
this is interesting. And a little strange.
Well, this is also Ember Heart's first carpet ride, so
Oh, okay. Good. It's not just
He-
me.
no, he may also be a little nervous.
He doesn't look nervous. He looks asleep.
Well, it's not moving yet.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Huh. Okay.
What is carpet speed? Sorry.
It's like 40, I
Okay.
think.
We won't be able to go all out. Starboard.
What, your magical piece of fabric doesn't go as fast as I do? I'm
I don't
shocked.
think many things go as fast as.
Oh my god, he is so sassy. Ugh.
I think he's gotten more sassy when he got upgraded.
He did.
For real.
He
Right?
absolutely did.
40 feet, 5x7.
Yep.
With my wondrous owl, can I just tell it where I want it to go?
Yes.
Okay. So during that 45 minutes after I wrote my note,
Mm-hmm.
I give the owl the note and tell her to take it to, I guess it's a him, to Athgar.
Okay. All right. Do you tell it to come back after?
Yes.
Okay.
He's,
Then
oh,
it
sorry. Go ahead.
flaps off. And
Flippity
about,
flappity.
about 20 minutes later, comes back.
Oh,
I was thinking if we could use that actually to help us scout when we look for the temple.
sure.
Good point. Good point.
All right. Has everyone got all their stuff ready to go?
Yes. Yes.
Load it up. Hop on starboard.
Okay.
I sit down next to Sten.
I snuggle up next to Ember.
Okay.
Who's driving this thing?
Me?
That would be Zori.
Awesome.
We get on the way.
And
Get all things.
Sten looks up
Get
at the
on
looks up at
carpet?
the sky and looks at the sun and thinks for a minute and then says, "We need to go across the city and basically that way."
I follow which way she points.
Okay. How high up do you go?
Currently in town, I'm gonna go up super high so that they don't think they're being raided.
Okay.
For now, I'm gonna go straight up quite a bit, and then towards the edge of the wall. I'm assuming, and then
Okay.
I'll come back down closer to ground.
All right. Gwen,
Yes.
make an animal handling check.
Get him a harness.
That's a Kraken.
Oh, nice.
So that would be a 32.
Okay. Emberheart whines a little as the carpet goes up. But
And
the
I'll
fact
go
that,
slow. I'm not going fast.
the fact that you are snuggled up with him and he can feel that you are not concerned. He still doesn't look comfortable, but he also doesn't look like he's going to try and jump off the carpet.
Good. That would be bad.
Yeah.
And I say reassuring things to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So after you get beyond the city and start heading out over the open dunes, how high do you go?
okay. What? 10 foot, 20 foot, 30 foot, I think is what we were doing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So about 3 stories up. Okay.
Yeah, that's about what I imagine, about a 10 foot and then another 10 foot. So
Okay. Eventually, Emberheart kind of, without actually getting up, shifts so that his nose is kind of in the wind.
Heads out the car window.
And then the tongue lolls out and wags behind.
Well,
Cute.
no. But he does kind of raise up a little bit, and his nose is just going crazy.
There are many smells to smell.
Yep. So, at this speed,
I know it's going to take us a bit.
yeah, it's going to take a little while. So, Gwen, since you're serving as lookout, I need you to make a perception check.
And I look too, since I'm flying separate.
Okay.
And I'm also looking because I'm flying.
Right.
It's a dirty 20.
Dang, girl. Oof.
I have a
And
lot
what
of
am
points in perception.
I know. What is it again?
Perception.
It's perception.
Yep.
Perception. I go away to look at my carpet and then I can't find myself again. 19.
19. Okay. And Arabelle?
31.
Woof.
Okay. For the first half of the trip, you see some wildlife.
What kind of
A
wildlife?
couple panthers, or like not panthers, mountain lions, type things. Or I guess in this case they
Puma.
would be dunes lions.
Ooh.
Don't make me pull my pants.
Oh my god.
That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite of all time puns.
Wow.
You do at one point see a small group of zombies just kind of trudging across the desert.
What?
Why are there zombies in the desert?
We fought zombies, I think, in the desert.
Yeah, there are.
Western Aecathan.
Anytime, it's Tasha, you in particular would remember this. Anytime Gwen uses her senses, there's always undead.
It's true.
Right.
The desert is full of them.
Are they human? Are they all? Are they?
They're human,
Okay.
or they look like they once were human.
Humanoid.
Yeah,
Humanoid.
there's not a whole lot of flesh left on these things.
Basically, walking, rotting skeletons.
Yeah, well, walking desiccated skeletons, because they're in the desert.
Mm.
Nice.
So they look like when a chicken bone's been sitting out for a little bit, and
Yeah,
the skin is still there, but it's
Yeah.
all dried.
or when a piece of chicken's been left on the grill way too long.
Gross.
So rubbery. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. It also it also looks like they've been picked over by birds.
Right.
So, you know, the cycle of nature.
Such a
The
pleasant
circle of life.
Yeah, or unlife in this case.
Yeah.
All right.
You only have one life. Oh, sorry.
Necromancer goes, wait. Let me talk to you about your extended life warranty.
That's funny.
Second half of the trip. Everybody who made perception before, please roll again.
Not as good.
Can I?
Sure, if you want to.
Exactly the same.
16 for me.
30.
21.
And the 31 again. I rolled a 16 again.
Tasha, did you get 31 too?
30.
Perception?
I think-
right?
Yeah.
She got 30, I thought.
She got 30.
I-
Okay. Well,
Actually, I got 32. 'Cause I rolled a 16 and my perception is 16, so.
no. All right.
Your perception is 16?
Yeah.
I'm 15.
Holy crap.
Arabelle and Tasha. You both happen to spot far off in the distance some sort of winged creature,
Oh,
Mm-mm.
shit.
but it's almost at the length of your vision, so it's quite far away.
Okay.
How big is it at the length of your vision? It better be pinpoint.
Logically, for as far out as it seems, it's pretty freaking big.
Does it look dragony?
Does it look chromatic?
All you can tell is an outline.
Doesn't
I-
someone
a
have a
dark
spyglass?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just
I
going to
do.
ask Zori for her spyglass.
North has a telescope. Spyglass. Spyglass of awesomeness.
All right. So I take the spyglass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me find it. Sorry, hold please.
How far? It looks pretty far, right?
It looks
It
very
does.
far.
Okay.
It does.
I'm gonna-
Spyglass, 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Objects viewed through a spyglass are magnified to twice their size?
Yeah.
That's an odd way to put it.
Well, for twice the
Well,
size.
so it basically
Yeah.
would halve the distance in
Okay,
terms
okay.
of like how you would perceive it.
So I am going to urge Starbolt forward or towards it,
Okay.
and we'll go 30 seconds,
Okay.
which would be 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And his flying speed is 90.
Okay.
And I will stop there and look through the spyglass.
So that's 450 feet.
All right. Let's see. Arabelle, if you would make a nature check, please.
Should have said Gwen.
Right. Gwen rides my mount down to the.
Hop on, Gwen.
Be like a Western. I'll jump from the back of the flying carpet onto the back of the flying horse.
Right.
Nice.
18.
You recall hearing tales of a particular creature. You've heard of these, you've never seen one before, but you
Okay.
think it's what you're looking at now.
Okay.
It's something that even makes dragons reconsider.
Oh, the frick?
It's a rock.
Well, Starbolt already stopped.
Yep.
I could look. I tell him to turn around, and we go all out back.
Okay.
How does that spell that?
ROC.
Yeah.
So I tell them that's what it is and see if anyone else knows what one is. Gwen scouted these deserts pretty extensively, so I figured-
Yeah, she should know.
And it's your area, right?
Correct.
Does that give you a bonus?
I think I heard the name. I mean, I've read the name. I don't know what it means, but I've read the name.
Worse than a dragon is what I can remember.
Would
What
this
would
be a nature check
Yes.
to...
Yes.
Yeah, to remember.
And
Okay.
Gwen, you would have advantage
Okay.
because this is your favored terrain.
Right. So that's a 24?
Yeah. This is a giant carnivorous bird.
That's what I tell them.
Is it in our path?
No. It's
Okay.
off to the side. You know that
That was tough.
it's nothing that you all would want to try to deal with right now.
Right. Now,
If we would
question.
stand here.
How much bigger than a dragon is it? Double? Triple?
Hold on.
And how high up is it flying? Is it flying higher than us?
Yes.
Or is.
Let me see here. Oh. That's what I'm... Okay, that didn't help me at all. Hold on. Yeah. D&D Beyond, you're failing me.
There's no size diagram like there was in 3rd edition.
Right.
Creature sizes. So are dragons huge?
Yeah.
Dragons are huge. 15 by 15? Gargantuan 20 by 20 or larger.
See, that's what it says for the space it takes up, but I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's what we're looking for. Because that
'Cause
doesn't
it
make
says
sense to me.
Kraken and purple worm are gargantuan, according to this.
Right.
And a fire giant and a treant are huge.
Okay.
that help?
About from nose to tail, it's about 60 feet long. Its wingspan is about 100 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
The largest of the various dragons, like a red dragon or a gold dragon, when they get to be as old as they can possibly be, might be close to that size.
Very, very old. Maybe that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye on that direction
Okay.
periodically as
After about by about the time you're getting around where Sten believes this rocky outcropping to be, you've lost sight of it.
Nice.
So hopefully that means it would, if this was the location, it would be far enough to not get attention from it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
all right. At this point, Sten actually moves forward a little bit kind of up beside Emberheart and starts peering. And after a few minutes, points off to the left, like away from where the rock was, and says, "That's it. I think that's it."
Okay. And we head that way.
You can see it's basically, it looks like maybe at one point it was a small mountain peak, but it's been worn by the sands for probably hundreds of years, and so now it's pretty much a mostly flat expanse of rock that juts up out of the desert sands about 15, 20 feet.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So, what do you do?
Head there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna fly down around there.
Uh-huh. We try to avoid it.
Well, you're up higher than it is,
Right.
so
We're gonna land on the top. Right, is this the plateau one? I'm sorry.
yeah.
I guess the top. What do you think, Zor?
Yes, that's fine. I take it low,
Okay.
like 10 feet off,
Okay.
and we kind of look around to see if we can see anything.
Okay. Everybody who's looking, roll perception.
Like at the base?
Yeah. Well, are you looking at the base of it, or are you looking at the plateau itself?
I was thinking come to the plateau.
Okay.
Is there a way to get from the base up to the plateau?
Basically climbing the side of a mountain.
How high up is it?
About 15 feet. Between 15
okay.
and
So we
20
can
feet,
see the
depending on
ground.
the ground around it.
Right,
Because the sand
So-
around it isn't all the same height either.
right. Up on the plateau part.
Okay.
Kind of make us.
This is perception, right?
Yep.
25?
Okay.
33.
Also 33.
Oh. Well, that's better. Okay. Sten got a 20.
Perception 21.
Nice.
All right. Essentially, it looks like mostly smooth rock. Obviously, there's probably some sand on it still, perpetually. But it is probably roughly 40 by 60. So there's definitely space that you could build in from the edge.
Okay. I have some questions.
Okay.
My brain. How far have we traveled?
About probably close to 4 hours.
Do you know how many miles it is? Okay, so if we're going 40 feet around, oh my god.
So we're going 400 feet.
Every 10 minutes?
No, every
It's
Minute.
40 feet per...
6 seconds.
Is it 6 seconds or 10 seconds?
Around is 6 seconds.
Okay. So 400 feet per minute.
So times 6 would be 2,400 feet per, or 1 minute times
24,000.
60,000 feet per hour times 4, and then we got to divide by miles.
Hold on. 24
1,000
24,000.
times. You said
So-
4 hours.
So
right?
96,000 feet.
Okay. Divided by.
Five.
How do they do miles, or do they do like
Miles is fine
We do miles.
Yeah. to understand.
Well-
I mean, everything in D&D is counted in inches or 10-foot increments or whatever. So
right?
for
but
us to understand it, we can just convert it to miles.
the only reason I'm asking that is because we are going to need to get them. We're gonna need to get them supplies. So 18 miles approximately.
18 miles. Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
very
okay,
far.
good. That's not very far at all. 18 miles out approximately.
It seems like a lot more. To say than we do.
But I was just gonna say, I was like, boy, that's not very far at all. Because we're going to need to get them supplies and stuff because they don't have any way to make their own food and do anything like that. So, yeah.
Over time, they can get a circle out here. Then we could just drop it on the thing.
Right.
Right?
Okay. Well, shit. All right, that was what I was thinking, and then like, how are they going to get it up there? But they'll figure it out later. Yeah.
It's like 15 feet to build a ramp that pulls in. Nikki's being logical and stuff.
Well, on the side, on the plateau itself, I can just stone shape it into a ramp, or like a switchback path.
That will work, yes.
What if... So it's
What are the
40
cons? Oh,
by 60?
Yeah.
What if you went down in?
Well, if it's anything like my house, it's going to be wet. I'm kidding.
To be able to like firebomb you in a hole. So,
Hashtag groundwater. Uh-huh.
But maybe we could build like some kind of like thing underneath or something, like a shelter, like a bomb shelter kind of idea.
Oh, right, because don't forget, there are those ground tunneling scorpions. We forgot we're going to need...
So they go through the sand. Would the stone be better to protect from them?
They go through the sand.
So what we're on is stone, correct?
So it's actually safer.
Yes.
So we're going to tell her that we probably don't need to see the other one.
No, we don't want to be on sand.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
There's
And
these
we
giant-
explain why.
Yeah, we explain the creatures.
Oh, those sound fun.
They are
They're
not.
horrible. They are
Deadly.
a challenge for us for sure. I mean, it's been a while. We're a little stronger than we were, but I don't want them to find out.
Well, can you bring us down to like where we were out at your house, so we can inspect?
Oh, yeah, I'd just drop us. We were 10 feet up, or 15 feet up. I'll just drop us down to, just
Like
skosh
a
off
foot.
the ground. Yeah, a foot off the ground. A
And-
skosh.
When you get down close, Emberheart kind of perks up like, can I get off this thing now?
Poor baby.
I tell him to stay until we're at a safe, until we've scouted out a safe area.
Please remain inside the ride at all times.
Till it comes to a complete stop.
I land Starbolt,
Okay.
and while I'm waiting for them, I start digging in my cooking set for a bowl and my flask and start getting some water for Emberheart.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Aw.
So once Zorth brings the carpet down, Emberheart looks at you, Gwen, like, now?
Yes.
And he
Off.
jumps off the carpet and
Rolls
immediately,
around.
like, looks back at the carpet and then kind of looks around and starts trotting around and sniffing and
Emberheart,
gets and looks up.
come here.
He's trotting over.
There's a bowl of water.
And he immediately, like, drinks it dry.
Oh, Pup.
The desert's hot. I'm sure she gave him some of the thing. 4 hours, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he tentatively sniffs at Starbolt's front leg.
Be nice.
What is it doing?
It is smelling you
Why?
because it's never seen something like you before.
Well, of course not. Look how close to the ground it is.
Not that close, considering its size.
And Starbolt just kind of looks over and nickers at it, at Emberheart, and Emberheart just kind of, like, hops back a little bit and looks up at it like, what?
You know that one of the forms I can summon you in is a very large version of one of those,
Whoa, but why would you?
so that you won't be so mean.
But, Mistress, I prefer the wings.
Well, I do too, so I probably wouldn't, but I mean,
Summoning me in a form similar to that would only encourage it to fraternize with me.
right. You guys could be friends.
I think not.
You have become very snobby lately.
I have recently begun to understand my worth.
Jesus.
Can't argue with that. But I am from a class that also has very high worth, but I choose not to let that define how I interact with people.
Correct. But you are also not the mount of the hand of a goddess.
You know about that?
Of course.
How did you?
I could sense it.
Ah,
There is an echo to your communication now that I have only heard in the presence of deities. But I know you are not a god.
no, I am.
Therefore, I put left hoof and right hoof together.
And became a snob.
Well,
100%.
I am very honored that you are my companion on this journey.
Thank you, mistress. And as such, please, do not summon me as one of those.
I don't have an intent unless it was necessary,
I understand.
because you do draw attention in this form.
And rightly so. The wings are magnificent.
Well, I should go see what is to be seen.
And Sten hops off and immediately slips on the sand. Falls back against the carpet. Huh. Well, that's an auspicious start. And so she tentatively starts to walk around and look at stuff.
Will it suit you?
I think so. It doesn't seem... There's a few places that I'll need to level out to make it more flat, but it looks good. It feels solid.
I think you've chosen a great location.
And she walks up and walks to one of the longer edges. Yeah, I could do like a single switchback. Wide enough for a cart, I guess. Although I don't think anybody's going to be bringing a cart across the desert.
Carts don't work well on sand.
I wouldn't think so.
Do they have sleds?
Sand sleds would make more sense.
Do they? How does one cross here in this 5th edition?
That's a very good question.
Camels?
Usually on camels.
Mm-hmm.
They can pull like a sand barge.
How much can a camel pull?
Good question. I don't know.
And one camel can pull a load of 1650 pounds or 330 pounds by 2 per day at normal walking speed.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A camel can carry as much as 990 pounds, not comfortably. But where did it? I just saw it. Sorry. What would that be? Carry. It's alphabetical. Speed, water, weight. Dumb. Sorry. But anyhow, it is. But it says it can pull a load. So I mean, yeah, a flat sled thing, if they had to. Just anyhow, sorry, not helping. Yeah, Sten, how's it looking?
I think this will work. She starts walking back over from the edge.
So we left late afternoon and we went 4 hours, so it's evening.
Yeah. Sun is setting.
Still enough to see, but sun is close to setting.
Yes.
So
And I would like everyone to make a perception check, please.
Great. Ooh, a natural 19. What?
30.
25.
26.
26. That was like almost the best I can do.
Sten has kneeled down and is like poking at the stone with her hands and kind of running her hands across it to see exactly how smooth it is already. And
Crap.
so she doesn't really notice, but it gets both lighter and warmer all of a sudden.
What does?
The
The
plateau.
Uh-oh.
The whole area.
Mm-mm.
Dang, get on the
And-
carpet, get on the carpet, get on the
And
carpet.
you hear what sounds like roaring flame.
Emberheart.
And as you look around, you see that there are 3 very large fire elementals
Oh!
on each corner on one long end, and on one corner on the other long end. And then you hear, "Who trespasses upon the domain of Asuman the Vile?" And the
A
corner
Jen?
that doesn't have a fire elemental, there is a about 17, 18 foot tall, floating, dark red humanoid with fiery eyes, and its lower part, like about halfway down its legs, just sort of start to evaporate into nothingness as it floats there.
A djinn.
This is an Ifrit.
I wore that ring of fire elemental control for 10 levels, and then we finally took it off, and I get nothing.
Right.
Well, answer me, tiny creatures. Or would you prefer to simply be destroyed?
What? Okay, if it's not deception, what is it?
Intimidation.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Who's got the best persuasion?
Probably me.
I have a +4.
I have
Same.
a 17.
Plus 17?
Plus
Tasha?
17. I have expertise in it.
So we're gonna start pointing to.
I have +16.
Yeah, we're gonna start pointing to Arabelle.
Well, I mean, it's evil, right? I mean, just Pam, right?
You would assume so. With a name like Asuman the Vile, it's not gonna love puppies.
All right.
Except
but
maybe as an hors d'oeuvre.
Everyone loves puppies.
As hors d'oeuvres, I guess. Because, I mean, we're not going to do anything with intimidation. We're not going to do anything with deception. So it's going to have to be persuasion, and we were sorry that we found your holy altar.
Well, we're not leaving, though, right?
This was the spot that Sten picked, right?
Well,
Yep.
I mean, we might have to find another place, but...
Well, I mean, if we... Okay. Well, we certainly didn't know that this was your home when we came. But we were hoping to use it. So it was not meant in any way to harm you or your pets.
So you were hoping to steal it from me. Take what is not yours.
We weren't going to take it anywhere.
Do not fence with me, mortal.
It's... Pam doesn't know. Arabelle may know. What is an Ifrit? Like, is it a fiend?
It is an elemental creature
Okay.
from the elemental plane of fire.
Okay.
It's
So
like
I am...
yeah, it's
Okay.
it's not abyssal, it's not infernal, it's elemental.
Okay.
Mhm.
But make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, no, it would be Arcana.
18.
Okay. Traditionally, elementals tend to be neutral.
Okay.
They're not creatures of a particular moral direction, but there are other creatures who inhabit the elemental planes who are. You've heard of the Jinn, who
Okay.
are capricious, but usually relatively friendly, from the elemental plane of air. However, you also know that their counterparts from the elemental plane of fire are equally as capricious, but usually quite evil, quite selfish and in search of power.
Okay.
Mm.
And they... Elementals do show up on my detect evil and good thing, so I know that this is not a good thing.
They weren't here when we came close and looked?
You didn't see them.
They came up from the ground when
we touched it.
So, we can leave, if that is what you wish. Or you can make this difficult.
I will allow you to leave if you offer me an appropriate tithe.
I start.
Arabelle's not going to negotiate with an evil creature, just so you guys put Arabelle on.
No, that's fine.
I mean, when it starts talking about
Tithe, like, we're not giving it anything. I don't think that was one of the terms I offered.
Start looking through. I have a hammock. Do you need? I have a couple sacks.
I look at Zori.
Oh, I have a Jagravonin robe.
shh.
You
As I-
insult me.
No, insulting you would be offering you this wand of pyrotechnics to shove up your ass. That would be insulting you.
And this is where we're going to stop, because this is where the initiative rolls would happen, and we don't have enough time in this session to do the combat.
How are we gonna protect Sten? Holy crap!
How are you going to protect Emberheart?
I know.
How are we gonna protect ourselves?
I'm not
I
worried
wasn't-
about protecting Sten. She is a sorcerer with some level of...
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I keep forgetting that she's actually like a thing.
Yeah, this Aralakis' apprentice.
Right.
So, chances are pretty good she might be able to do something.
We can put Emberheart on the carpet and send him way up.
Well, does somebody have to be driving the carpet, basically?
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone
Oh,
would
it's
have to
me.
go with
Can
him.
Starbolt
So-
hold the carpet with his mouth?
No.
Well,
Why
Yes,
not?
but not guide it.
Yeah.
I was trying to offer shitty things, just in
The
general.
wolf can go down the side of the mountain 15 feet at an angle. It's got claws. It'll be fine. I mean, I don't think
If there's
Wolf can
nothing
get on the
else
back
down
of the-
there.
Can the wolf get on the Pegasus?
No.
I've seen Stranger Things.
I have too. I'm waiting for the next season.
I was just gonna say that.
Wow.
I mean, it's just gotta hug him, right?
Gosh.
Anyway, we'll figure that out.
I think that the steed is gonna go for that.
I can bring Emberheart back.
Well, we'll figure this out
Yeah.
next time. So
Peaches and cream.
Yeah. Well, they don't call it the God's Wrath Desert for nothing.
Oh,
So
we don't like that.
No. But thank you all for watching. Next time we get together, there will be some fighting. So we hope that you'll stick around for that, and let us next time welcome you back once more to the lands of Aecathan.
Night, guys.
Good night, everybody.